Hello everyone and welcome to this learning video, and in this video we are going to discuss about the next possibilities for all these sectors for the upcoming week. And we are going to see in this current downtrend, where do we find support and resistances for all these sectors, right? And mostly the important sectors. So we can start with Nifty. I guess that's the first one we're going to start with. So if we'll start with the weekly time frame first of all. So on a weekly time frame, as I was talking already, it has broken the long-term trend line. So where we see the next support, it is around 16,600, 16,500. And why do we see this support is because 2 week or probably 2.5 week Nifty was trading around the same level. So if the news is really bad, and if we see any kind of lockdown by any major countries, it could be any major European or America or India, right? So in that case, this support will probably not hold up, and then we might see the next support coming up around 15,800 and 15,600. So, and why this is a strong support is simply because approximately 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, approximately 10 weeks or 2.5 months, Nifty was trading around the same zone. So this will interest a lot of people to get back in whenever we have any good news coming back up. And when we get into the smaller time frame, we can understand this. A lot of people have been talking about the reversal, and I don't think there is any reversal, even if this news is fake and this virus is not as deadly as others were. But I still see, because whoever is on the bear side, they will definitely look every bad news to short the market as bad as they can. So I still see on a daily time frame as well, 16,600 and 16,450, roughly that area, to be a strong support zone over here. And the next one I've already told you. So, and I think yes, there are high chances that we are going to achieve we are going to trade around this support area very soon, probably maybe in the next week itself. So that is for Nifty for now. Okay, so if you talk about the Bank Nifty, personally, I think it is going to be more bearish in comparison to Nifty, first of all. Okay, so it has broken again, it has broken this important area of or this important trend line already, which it was respecting from multiple years. And now on a weekly time frame, this area over here, this area was a consolidation zone. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 14 weeks, roughly 3 months. So Bank Nifty was struggling or consolidating over here for probably 3 months. So I think we'll get into a smaller time frame and understand where could be the next big support for Bank Nifty. So if you talk about this, it's very near basically, but then I think if at all this area is not sustained, and there are high chances that it will sustain this area of 34,400 500, and on the upside it could be around 35,500. So roughly an area of 1,000 points. So if the news isn't that bad, I think as soon as the Nifty bank is coming here, it will start to consolidate in the same zone. So if it has to break, it will break right away, consolidate here for a day or two maybe, or 3 days maybe, and then break down below. But then if it has to reverse, that's when it will start consolidating over here. So it could take weeks as well, because as we saw over here, it was trading here previously for approximately 3 months. So it could be a little more this time, but then that is something that we can talk about in the future as well. But currently we have a good support area of 35,500 and 34,400, and hopefully in this fall the Nifty might cross or might break its important support levels as well. But then Bank Nifty will probably able to hold this up. If in case it is not able to hold the area of 34,500 and 35,500, and in that case we see the big support around the area of not 30,000, probably 31,000, and yeah, 31,000, 32,000. This is a good area for the next support for Bank Nifty. And I will see, I am personally by heart, to be honest to you, I think banking sector is going to be affected the most. For what reason, that's a long story, but then I find a good support. So if you go by the numbers and the chart, Nifty seems more bearish, and the key support levels are also very far. But then Bank Nifty has its support level very near. So I think it will take, or it will spend some good time over here, and then we can see what will be the next move. So that's it for Bank Nifty. Just let me delete this right now itself. Okay. So next sector we can talk about FMCG. FMCG, yes, negative definitely, because if there is a lockdown, then it will be affected for sure. But then FMCG will also be considered as no, not a defensive candidate for sure. On a weekly time frame, if you look at this one at a weekly time frame, it has broken this long-term trend line again, which it was respecting from May or March, probably March of 2022. So if we talk about the current support, which where it might consolidate for some time, it would be around 36,000, 36,500. On a weekly time frame, this is on a weekly time frame. If we get into a daily time frame, it seems, yes, it seems bearish, but there could be a bounce in order to test this trend line, which it is respecting from 14th of January 2022. So before continuing the downward movement, there could be possibly a bounce first, and then it will continue the rally towards 36,500 and 36,000. So that was the analysis for Nifty FMCG, and then we'll just pick up IT. We can do IT. In IT, I think this could be a defensive play, because this is a very important level where it has closed on Friday. This is a very important level for IT. As we can see, there was this was a big rally, and after this rally, approximately for 2.5 weeks, it consolidated over here, and then it started continuing the rally on the upside. So this is a very good support, because it has been tested multiple times. If we see this on a daily time frame, so once, twice, thrice, 4, 5, 6, approximately 6 times it has been tested. So it could spend a little time over here, which means it will be defensive. That means there would be some conservative buying from the big players, or the people who have more money, like FIIs or DIIs. So I think Nifty IT has closed at a level wherein see, there could be a fake breakdown in Nifty IT. Why? Because as we can see over here, around this area, we have some consolidation around this area as well. So it is around 33,885, so approximately 34,000. So if at all it is coming down here as well, we will see another trend line support, right? So here as well we have a trend line, but then if in case the news is really bad, right, and none of the indexes are able to hold up, I think IT would be the best one to play for next whatever days, until we see any kind of reversal. So this trend line I was talking about is from the big one. The big one is far away, the small one. Alright, so this is not a very important trend line, although, but then it will see the support from the big term trend line as well, which could be around the same area of 33,450, somewhere around that. So it depends how bad we are going to see this in the whole next week. So I think it is already trading at a very good support area. If it has to break, it has to break in Monday or Tuesday itself. Okay, but I'll be bullish on Nifty IT in comparison to the other 3 indexes that we have seen up till now. That is for Nifty IT. And then if you talk about reality, it is super poor, and it is currently trading at its support. So there could be a chance it might consolidate over here a day or two, and then we will see another fall, and it could be till 458 or 450, 460, right, somewhere around here. So reality bearish. We'll talk about auto now. So auto has broken a very important level over here. So once, twice and thrice, and then that's where it took support as well when it was coming back to retest the same level. So it has broken that level, and it has broken that decisively for sure. So now we have a big term trend line which it was supporting since March. I think auto is going to be bearish, that is for sure. So where do we see a big support? So if at all it crosses 10,500 within next 2 or 3 days, we will see auto to be around, even we could even see auto to be around 9,400. So because that's where the major support is. This is not a very good support, this is not a major support, to be honest to you. So but yes, it might spend some time around the same level, which is 9,700 and approximate 9,700 and 9,900. But the next support, which is a good support, is somewhere around 9,400 and 9,350. Auto, I'll be bearish on auto. We have done reality, we have done auto, we have done metal. Have we done metal? No, I don't think so. Yes. So metal is currently trading at a very crucial level. So as we can see, why do we see the importance of this video is not for you to know where are we going to trade next week. It is because simultaneously I'm also telling you that why is one particular level important, right? So it is this video is more towards understanding price or understanding chart, more towards that. And how can I do that in an effective way? By making a video on something which people trade on daily basis, right? So coming back, how is this going to be important, this level? Because this is where it was tested once, 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this is an important level, but I hardly believe that it will hold up. And since it has also broken all the important and long-term trend lines as well, so I think the next support that we see around for coming week, if there is any weakness, it will be around 5,000 and 4,900 approximately. So another fall of approximately, you can say 1% or 0.8% we can see in metal. And then we have which is again bearish, energy. I don't track, so sorry. Banks we have already discussed, Nifty we have discussed, and then Nifty 500. Nifty 500 is going to be the most bearish thing. Why? Is because in most of the Nifty 500 is basically mid cap, or the companies which are not big enough, right? So this is the sector which is going to take Nifty. Mid cap or small cap are the sectors are going to which they are the ones which will be taking the biggest hit. So as we can see, it has broken this level, and the next support area, small support, would be around 14,500. But then the next support area, or the range rather, the range will be around 14,000 and 13,700. So we have another 1,000 points from here, which is what, more than approximately 10% in Nifty 500. So small caps or mid caps, we can get another hit of 10% in those stocks. So if you are into a swing trade, or if you're holding any particular stock which is like Zomato or IRCTC or something like that, I think it is if it is for swing trade, I think this is a good time to exit. Believe me, it is still a good time. You might be in losses, but unless you can average them in a proper way, it is a good time to exit, because you never know how this news will turn out. Because if it turns out to be bad, it may be real bad. The virus may not be bad, right? But then there are people, as I've told you in the beginning of the video, the people are looking for reasons to pull the market down. And I'm not a bull person or a bear person, first of all. I'm just sharing my view with you, right? So Nifty 500 or probably Nifty mid cap, small cap are the ones which will be taking the biggest hit. Okay, that's for sure. And this is IT we have discussed. So I think we have discussed all the indexes for sure. Nifty Pharma we are left with. Yes. So Nifty Pharma is definitely going to be another defensive. I'm sorry, I'm having cold. So Nifty Pharma is one which is going to be defensive, because medicines and whatever equipments these people are selling. So another sector that we can focus, or another sort of companies that we can focus on, is health insurance companies and health insurance sector. Not just pharma, but more I'll be more focused towards health equipments and health insurance, and the other one, not just pharma. What is the other one? I forgot. Like Apollo hospitals, whatever sector that is, right? So as we can see, the Nifty, even before this fall, we did see you good rally up in the past 3 or 4 days. So the next resistance we can see around Nifty Pharma will be around 14,000, 14,200, which I think would be achieved in the upcoming week itself. Even though even if the Nifty stops falling, we'd still see the pharma gaining the most out of this whole scenario. So I'll be bullish on pharma and IT, and a little on FMCG as well. I'll be bearish on banks, I'll be bearish on metals and realty. These are the three sectors I'll be looking forward to in the upcoming week. And that's it. I'll be making another video on Nifty, Bank Nifty